All right, folks, how you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Check out the website. Links in the description box. Coming at you today with a video, the Buddhist seed versus the Christian seed. So I read a few books on Buddhism a couple years ago, and it took me until, just recently to kind of dissect what I had heard. And I purchased a book on Buddhism by Osho, and it had a talk with it, a CD. So I popped it in my car while I was driving, listened to it. And one thing he said was, Buddhism today isn't the same as Buddhism of Buddha's time, because Buddha's concept was it's all about becoming nothing, versus Buddhism today is be happy, think happy, and great things will happen. But he was more of do nothing, think of nothing, find nothingness, and we will find enlightenment. And then he used a seed as an example. So that's why I said the Buddhist seed. And his example was, look at the seed, cut it open, nothing is in it. But something great comes from this seed. We have a tree, we have fruit. If it's an apple seed, we have apples, we can eat it, it nourishes us. And all this came from a seed that when you cut open comes from nothing. And I first heard that, it was crazy, it blew my mind. I thought it was, a very intelligent statement. Had me thinking for a while. At the time, like I said, I was still going to church, not reading the Bible as much, but I definitely have heard this parable before. Y'all might have heard it as well. It's in Matthew 13, the parable of the sower. So Jesus talks about it. He says, a sower went out to sow, and as he sowed, some seeds fell on the path, and the birds came and ate them up. Other seeds fell on rocky ground where they did not have much soil, and they sprung up quickly, since they had no depth of soil. But when the sun rose, they were scorched, and since they had no root, they withered away. Other seeds fell among the thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked them. Other seeds fell on good soil and brought forth grain, some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. Let anyone with ears hear. And then I'll give Jesus' explanation of this parable, because he explains it as well. Hear then the parable of the sower. When anyone hears the word of the kingdom and does not understand it, the evil one comes and snatches away what is sown in the heart. This was sown on the path. As for what was sown on rocky ground, this is the one who hears the word and immediately receives it with joy. Yet such a person has no root, but endures only for a while. And when trouble or persecution arises on account of the word, that person immediately falls away. As for what was sown among thorns, this is the one who hears the word, but the cares of the world and the lure of wealth choke the word, and it yields nothing. But as for what was sown on good soil, this is the one who hears the word and understands it, who indeed bears fruit and yields, in one case 100-fold, another 60, another 30. So, of course, Jesus was talking about, it was a parable more of the Word of God. And, of course, where do we go to hear the Word of God? Weekly. Of course, we have the Bible. But we also go to church, right? We have Bible studies. We're with other people. We discuss these things and talk about God, and we have prayer time with God. So a lot of this is of the material world. The church is here on earth, right? People, we are born, we are of the dust of the earth. People are from the earth, right? Same thing with a seed. It's a good concept, the Buddhist seed, but that seed didn't come from nothing, because it needed water. It needed something from this world. It needed soil. It needed parts of the material world for it to sprout and grow beauty and provide fruit for man to eat and things like that. So although that analogy that he used was great, we've got to understand that, it is more than that nothingness aspect. It is trying to find that relationship with God, finding that relationship with those around us. We are social beings, so we need the help of others around us for this, for the ability to find God. We need the church. We need others. We need parts of the Bible. We need the traditions and the things like that. We need all these things to truly find that happiness and that oneness with God. So it's not just cut the seed open and look, there's nothing in there, but something great comes from nothing. We need these other things. The world has its place in our life. And we have to be able to understand that the world has a place in our life. That's why Jesus, God in man's form, was here on this earth. He was a living being. He was a human. He became like us. He was a part of this world to teach us and show us that way. So we do need parts of this world to be able to get that true understanding of what God is. So, that was just my own experience with diving in with a little bit of the Buddhist teaching. I'm definitely not a pro on it. There might be some Buddhists that see this video and, might have some great things you can add to it. So that's what the comment box below is. And feel free to comment. And I might have misspoke. I'm not perfect. I'm just trying my best to learn more and grow in my faith and have a better relationship with God myself. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Share and like these videos. Help me out, folks. All right.